Suprabhatam friends, welcome to my channel Plants and Me. This is Dr. Sridevi from Mangaluru, Karnataka, India. Today I am going to repot a plant called as Chaya Manza. I am using a 14-inch pot. It's a very big pot when compared to this. It's very big because the plant has grown too much. I did not observe when these roots went into the ground. I never realized that. So this is a 14-inch pot and the drainage holes are too big. From these holes the potting mix will leak outside. So just as a covering I am putting a waste plastic in it. This is the ratio in which I am going to add the potting mix. This is the normal garden soil or garden potting mix. This is sea sand and this is cow dung mix. Instead of cow dung mix, vermicompost can also be used. I am mixing all these three components. Chaya Manza requires a well draining soil. Its botanical name is Cnidoscolus aconitifolius. It's a very tongue twister. Better we call it as Chaya Manza. So this is the potting mix I am going to use. It doesn't require much care. There is a pebble in this. Pebbles can be retained. They will not cause any harm to the plant. They will in fact give a very good drainage and aeration to the roots. This is mixed properly now. I am going to fill it in this pot. I have filled about 1/4 of the pot. I will now remove the plant from this pot. This has got quite strong root. This is about 1 inch in diameter and this has come out. This is the actual hole, drainage hole. This is the actual drainage hole size and this has overgrown. In fact, here it is of the same size as the drainage hole, but here it has, from here it has increased in girth. I don't think I'll be able to pull it out because the diameter here is less and diameter here is more towards the base. I'll try to remove. The plant is able to be moved. I can move, but it is getting stuck here. I don't have any other option than to cut this. I am very sorry, Chaya Manza. It's actually a very well developed root, but I can't help. I should have been more careful. I should have monitored the plant every now and then It was in a corner growing happily, so I never bothered about it. If the plant is not happy, it will show some or the other signs of unhappiness. The leaves will be not proper, it won't grow, the girth of the stem will remain the same, it will not flower, the leaves will be deformed. But this plant was very happy because the root had gone into the ground. From through the pot it had gone into the ground. So this is the piece. I am now removing the plant from the pot. It came out very easily. Can you believe that there are pebbles at the base? That root had gone through those pebbles. See the hole? Drainage hole. It has changed the shape of the drainage hole also. That pot I will use for some other plant. It's got a very well developed root system. I will try to keep this plant. I don't want to disturb the root system. If I keep it like this, it will go very deep. I don't want to disturb the root system. I want to be very careful and very sure that when I keep this plant in this, I should not remove it again for adjusting purpose, adjusting the height of the plant. I will put more potting mix because I feel if I put this plant directly here, it will go inside, it will sink inside. I don't want that. Whenever we are repotting a plant, we should try to put the old soil also along with the new soil. The plant will be very happy. It will think it is in its old house. So it will grow very well. It will like. I think now this amount is enough. I am going to keep this. I'll use both my hands. I don't want to disturb the root ball. This is called as root ball. I don't want to disturb it. It's a quite heavy plant. I am filling the pot with the remaining potting mix. It will require some more because this pot is not yet full. The level should come till here, and that is why this plant will not stand stable also, because it didn't get proper potting mix for standing upright. I have taken some more potting mix For this I didn't add any cow dung manure because it will go on the top. Near the roots cow dung manure is there, that is enough. I am now filling this in the pot. I left both my hands. This plant is stable. That means the potting of this plant or repotting of this plant is correct. I have left around 1 inch from the top. I am watering the plant. That was the repotting of the plant Chaymanza. It is said to have very good nutritional values. It has got lots of iron, lots of potassium, magnesium and all other minerals in it. It is usually used in the households for making dal, soup, chutney. It is said to be more nutritious than spinach or palak. This plant is a shade-loving plant. We are talking about the sunlight requirements. This plant is a shade-loving plant and it was under a big tree in my garden. Watering, it doesn't require daily watering. Once in 1 week or so I used to water it. I have not given it any fertilizers from day 1. I bought it as a cutting, rooted cutting, and I repotted in that pot. That's it. After that I have not looked at this plant. It is a no care, no worry plant. Just pot it and forget it. It will grow on its own. It's a shade plant, no daily watering required and no fertilizers required. If we give fertilizers, it will become more bushy. If you don't want to increase the height of this plant and make it more bushy, then we need to keep pruning it. We need not allow it to grow that high. Keep pruning it, the height will be controlled. That's it about the plant. So thanks for joining. Take care. Bye. This is the Chaya Manza which I repotted the other day. It is doing fine.